Hello, welcome to this video on relations, functions, and graphs. In this video, I use a mind map to visually display the elements that make up the sections related to algebra, such as relations, functions, and graphs. Now, these are based upon the CXC syllabus and the recommended textbooks. Now, using a mind map is based upon solid scientific backings that shows that when you create your own mind map, you can boost your retention of the information you're studying by 27%. That's a significant increase in retention of information when you're tested 3 days after creating your mind map. So, as I mentioned in earlier videos, and I showed you how to create a mind map, I'll just walk you through the contents of this mind map. Now I can expand this section dealing with relations, and it shows you that the key items that are related to this section. You'll come across arrow diagrams that shows you the mapping of one element to another element. You have different types of relations: one to one, one to many, many to one, many to many. Then you have things such as the domain and range, mapping and images, and so on. So the modules we have created involve video lessons, dynamic interactive videos that explain each concept or each principle in detail. And then you have the opportunity to check your knowledge and understanding of those concepts and principles and processes. And you'll see worked examples in the videos. I'll walk you through step by step how to solve problems related to relations and so on. Another major element is functions, and we expand that to show you the different parts of that. Now you can probably see clearly that it's definitions. What is a function? Test for a function. Function notation. Many students fail to understand function notation, so when they come across a problem related to functions, they're baffled, they struggle with it. You need to understand functional notation. In paper 2 of your CXC exam, math exam, the optional section, you'll find problems related to functions, composite functions, inverse functions, restricted domain, flow diagrams, self-inverse functions, and so on. All these key concepts and ideas are explained step by step in videos. Videos of varying lengths from 4 to 5 minutes long. So they're not long, they fall within your attention span. And then you'll have the opportunity to check your knowledge through the interactive quizzes that give you your instant score and feedback. Now we can minimize this to focus on this functions. Then we'll go to the next one on graphs. So we'll minimize this, we'll expand this, and since we're focusing on graphs, let's minimize that, and we can expand that graph of a function, the vertical line test of a function, graph of a relation, vertical line test to find out if it's a relation or if it's a function, straight line graphs. The standard equation of a straight line is y equal mx plus c, so it's highlighted there. Now when you're creating your own mind map, you can highlight sections or branches. You can draw different shapes because as I mentioned earlier, videos, your brain is wired to process information visually. When information is presented by way of pictures, such as the ones you see here, and by colors and different shapes, your brain will recall that information readily. So if you were to look away from this video, pause the video and look away, you'll be able to visually locate the key terms, relations, functions, graphs, equation of a straight line, and so on. And that can be expanded even further to graphs of quadratic equations, solve quadratic equations, minimum and maximum. Then you can also, excuse, inequalities, drawing boundaries, shading areas, dotted and full lines. Use all of those elements when you are solving inequalities, test points, region simultaneous equations. Now we can now I can now minimize that and focus on equations of a straight line. Finding the equation from a graph, from 2 points on the line, from the gradient, and 1 point on the line, from the x and y intercepts, and so on. So all these key concepts are highlighted. Now this is different from highlighting text in your textbook. How is it different? Because you have created your own mind map and you have identified what are the key concepts you want to focus on. So in this, for example, I've minimized the different sections there and focused on equation of a straight line. So you can break it down and see the different elements that are involved. Parallel and perpendicular lines and so on. As I mentioned, they're all these concepts are explained through engaging video lessons, and since they are videos, you can pause them and replay them any number of times. It's like asking your teacher to repeat a lesson step by step all over again. And the quizzes allow you to check your knowledge and understanding of the different elements that you're studying. So let me expand that, goes show you the whole map. So the key point to take away is create your own mind map. Yes, create your own mind map to obtain the maximum benefits from using this science-backed learning strategy and outperform your classmate. Enjoy.